What's up, guys? Thank you for watching the Armchair Verdict, the home of sensible boxing talk with myself, Carl Bravo. Welcome back and welcome if it's just your first time here. If it is your first time, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Now, I'm excited about this video because it's my first time doing a prediction in a little while. And those of you who have watched my channel before know that I get a lot more predictions right than I do wrong. So here we go. The rematch, the undisputed heavyweight title match between OLEKSANDR USYK and Daniel Dynamite Dubois at Wembley Stadium in London. This is going to be epic. 90,000 plus fans screaming. I've watched boxing at Wembley a few times, and let me tell you, it never fails to deliver for atmosphere. It will be electric in there. We got a bit of bad blood. We got a bit of controversy from the first fight too. Those of you who watched it will remember, in the 5th round, Daniel Dubois landed a big shot to the midsection of OLEKSANDR USYK, which sent him crashing to the canvas. However, the referee deemed it a low blow and gave Usyk 5 minutes to recover. Usyk went on to recover, get up and dominate the rest of the fight, earning a 9th round stoppage win. Daniel Dubois ended the fight on his knee. Now, depending on who you talk to about this, you're going to hear different things. Some people will tell you, yeah, well, the referee did the right thing. It was a low blow and he was correct to give Usyk 5 minutes to recover. Other people are going to tell you, no, the referee got it wrong. This was a perfectly legal shot. It wasn't low. The referee got it wrong, and Daniel Dubois was robbed of the chance to become undisputed heavyweight champion that night. Whatever your opinion is, the rematch is set and the score is going to be settled at Wembley. And this fight is probably going to be a little bit different to the first one because things have moved on and some things have changed, which we're going to discuss here. That was 2 years ago. In that 2 years, OLEKSANDR USYK has obviously aged. He's 38 years old now. He's had 2 very competitive battles with Tyson Fury, 24 hard-fought rounds with a much bigger, stronger man. Usyk's been at heavyweight for 6 years now, fighting all of these big, strong men. Has that taken a toll on him? Has it broken him a little bit? Is he aged overnight? That's what people are waiting to find out. Also, his long-term promoter, Alexander Krasuk, been together for years. All of a sudden, it's been announced that they're splitting up weeks before this fight was due to take place. What's going on behind the scenes with Usyk? Is there something we're not aware of? Something that may affect him come fight night? From the Dubois side, there's been changes there too. With his trainer, Don Charles, he's developed and grown into a much better fighter. Physically and mentally, he looks like a different man. He's found that confidence and self-belief that was missing before. He's had 3 fights since that night 2 years ago against Jarrell Miller, Philippe Hrgovic and Anthony Joshua. In those fights, he was the underdog every single time. And in those fights, he earned stoppage wins every single time. Most notably, the demolition job which he did against Anthony Joshua at Wembley Stadium, the same place where he's due to fight OLEKSANDR USYK for the undisputed titles. Is that going to play a part too? Because the first fight was in Poland, where there was many Ukrainian people in the crowd in support of OLEKSANDR USYK. This time, it's going to be in the backyard of Daniel Dubois in his home city, with his fans cheering for him, in the same place where he beat Anthony Joshua and earned the biggest win of his career. Is that going to also play a massive part? Personally, I don't think it will. As we've seen in the past, OLEKSANDR USYK has no problem going on the road to face his opponents, particularly with British fighters. He's beat Tony Bellew, Derek Chisora, Anthony Joshua, all in the UK before. So this won't be an issue for him, especially at this stage of Usyk's career. While Dubois is the home fighter, he's well loved and respected by people in this country. People in this country know boxing and we love boxing. We love greatness and we love gentlemen of the sport. OLEKSANDR USYK is a modern day great and an all-time great and definitely a gentleman of the sport. People love this guy. I don't see it being a situation where he's going to walk into Wembley and get boos from the crowd. I think he'll be very well received. So I don't think the crowd and the location is going to be a problem for Usyk and affect the outcome at all. However, the age of Usyk, many people are suggesting that he might have been aged a little bit and he might be past his best. That may or may not be true. There's also the issue of OLEKSANDR USYK's body. That's been a topic of discussion for a while now. That was obviously something that Dubois targeted in the first fight. I'm sure he's going to be in his training camp. He's going to have been drilling a lot of different techniques and ways to set up body shots to try and exploit that so-called weak body of Alexander Usyk. Dubois is a powerful man. He's got a great jab. He can set things up. That's a definite path to victory for him. Something that Usyk's going to have to be aware of. However, despite all this, I have to pick Alexander Usyk. My prediction here is that Alexander Usyk will win this fight. Reason being, I have picked against Usyk in the past and I've been proven wrong. The last time I picked against Usyk, I told myself, never again. And I remember it was when Usyk fought Anthony Joshua the first time. Now, I know you think this sounds like a crazy take. Why did you pick Joshua to beat Usyk? But if you rewind to when that fight took place and you remember, Usyk wasn't perceived in the same way that he is now. I think he'd only had 2 fights at heavyweight. One was against Chaz Witherspoon and the other was against Derek Chisora. And in both of those fights, Usyk failed to impress. He didn't look that great. The general consensus was that Anthony Joshua was going to be too big, too strong, too powerful for Alexander Usyk. When Usyk did win the decision victory, I don't think people gave him his credit still and appreciated what he did to Anthony Joshua. The backlash from the boxing community and people in general felt like, oh, well, it was Anthony Joshua's fault. He didn't impose himself as a big man. He didn't use his strength and his size. He got the tactics wrong. He was trying to outbox Usyk instead of bully him. And I think people didn't realise how hard that was to do with a man that's so tricky and clever like Usyk. And fast forward a few years, Usyk has beat Joshua again. He's beat Daniel Dubois. He's beat Tyson Fury twice. People give Usyk his credit and respect him as a boxer. But at the time when he fought Anthony Joshua, people didn't really see him in that same way. And that's why I picked Joshua to beat Usyk the same at that time. Since that, I said to myself, never again. I'm not picking this guy to lose. He's the real deal. And he's proven time and time again since that he is the real deal. People say he may have declined. The last time I saw him fight was against Tyson Fury, and I didn't see any sign of decline in that fight. Until I do see sign of decline, I can't pick against Usyk. I think this man is phenomenal. I think he's a master of boxing, a modern day great. I think people, when it's all said and done, they'll look at him as an all-time great in the heavyweight division and the cruiserweight division. The feints, the footwork, the IQ, the movement, the counter-punching, the way he finds openings, the way he sets things up, the way he keeps his opponents thinking and moving and guessing, the way he mentally exhausts them and tires them out. The guy is amazing, and I think you're going to see all of that against Daniel Dubois. He's going to use the footwork. He's going to keep him moving. He's going to keep him guessing. He's going to be peppering him, countering him. And I think eventually he will get to Dubois and he'll break him down, and I can see it being a late stoppage victory. Because Dubois, he's going to come forward. He's going to try and win. He's not just going to sit back and try and survive there. He's going to want to, this is his opportunity now against Usyk to get revenge. And he's going to want to get that revenge. He's going to want to try and do it in emphatic fashion. And he will try and stop Usyk. And when he tries to do that, Usyk will exploit him. And yeah, I can see it being a late stoppage win for Usyk. That's my final prediction. But guys, what do you think is going to happen in this fight? Do you think it's going to be repeat, or do you think it's going to be revenge? Is it going to be an Alexander Usyk victory again? Am I correct to assume this? Or do you think Dubois, the man that's been an underdog in his last 3 fights and proven people wrong, is going to prove people wrong again in this fight against Usyk? Is he going to shock the world? Let me know in the comment section what you're thinking and who you're thinking is going to win this fight. And as I said before, please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. These things go a long way. After the fight, I'm going to do a reaction video and talk about everything that's taken place. But until then, peace.